Thank you for visiting our channel. Please like, share and subscribe for more exciting food videos. Spaghetti aglio e olio recipe: simple, flavorful and authentic Italian pasta. Spaghetti aglio e olio is proof that simplicity can be extraordinary. With just a handful of ingredients, spaghetti, olive oil, garlic, red pepper flakes, and parsley, this dish captures the heart of Italian cooking. Its origins trace back to Naples, where resourceful cooks turned pantry staples into something magical. Loved for its bold flavors and no-fuss preparation, this recipe is a go-to for busy weeknights or when you're craving comfort in minutes. Origins and history of spaghetti aglio e olio. When it comes to traditional Italian cuisine, simplicity often takes center stage. Spaghetti aglio e olio, with its straightforward yet irresistible combination of garlic, olive oil, and pasta, is a shining example of how basic ingredients can create a culinary masterpiece. This dish isn't just a crowd pleaser, it carries with it a storied history that's deeply rooted in Italian culture. Born in Naples, the heart of simplicity. Spaghetti aglio e olio originated in Naples, a city renowned for its rich food traditions and resourceful approach to cooking. In this southern Italian port city, making the most out of very little wasn't just a creative choice, it was a necessity. Many families relied on pantry staples to prepare meals that were both affordable and filling. This specific dish became a favorite because it required no fresh tomatoes, cheese, or meat, luxuries that weren't always available. Instead, it leaned on olive oil, garlic, dried chili flakes, and pasta, ingredients that were shelf-stable and easy to source. Its flavor, comforting and bold, comes from the perfect balance of these elements, with nothing wasted or overly complicated. A dish of the poor, but loved by all. In Italian, aglio e olio literally translates to garlic and oil, which reflects the dish's minimalist approach. It's often referred to as cucina povera, or cuisine of the poor, a term used in Italian gastronomy to describe meals created with simple, inexpensive ingredients. But don't let the term fool you, being simple doesn't mean this dish lacks sophistication. Over time, spaghetti aglio e olio evolved from a humble household dish to a beloved staple across Italy. Why? Because its flavors transcend social classes. It's commonly said that whether you're a farmer or a fine dining chef, the appeal of garlic gently toasted in high-quality olive oil is universal. Midnight pasta, a late-night Italian tradition. Interestingly, spaghetti aglio e olio also became known as pasta di mezzanotte, or midnight pasta. Italians often turn to this quick and satisfying recipe for a late-night snack after an evening out. Its speed and simplicity make it a go-to for those moments when hunger strikes, but the fridge is bare. This practice has carried over internationally, and today, people whip up this versatile dish not just for midnight cravings but as a fast dinner option that doesn't compromise on flavor. A testament to timeless Italian cooking. At its core, spaghetti aglio e olio represents more than just a meal, it's a reminder of the beauty and restraint. It honors the Italian philosophy that great food doesn't need to be complicated. Each bite encapsulates the history of Naples, the ingenuity of Italian households, and the enduring appeal of authentic flavors. It's no wonder that what started as a practical, no-frills dish has become a global symbol of Italian culinary genius. Ingredients of spaghetti aglio e olio. What makes spaghetti aglio e olio a true classic is how its 5 simple ingredients come together in perfect harmony. Each one plays a specific role, and attention to quality can elevate this dish from decent to downright amazing. Let's break down these essentials. Spaghetti. The foundation of this dish is, of course, the spaghetti. It's best to choose a classic, high-quality spaghetti made from 100% durum wheat semolina. Why? Durum wheat gives the pasta the perfect al dente texture, firm but tender enough to soak up the garlic-infused oil. Look for brands that are slow-dried and bronze-cut. Slow drying ensures the pasta has a chewier texture and better flavor, while bronze-cut varieties have a rougher surface that holds onto sauces, even something as light as olive oil. Avoid budget options that can turn gummy. You want your spaghetti to shine as much as the other ingredients. Olive oil. The olive oil is more than just a cooking medium here, it's the soul of the dish. A high-quality extra virgin olive oil is non-negotiable. Its deep, fruity, and slightly peppery flavors are what infuse every strand of pasta with richness. When picking olive oil, look for one that's labeled cold-pressed and packaged in a dark bottle to preserve its flavor. The fresher the olive oil, the better. Cheap or overly processed oils often lack the depth of flavor needed and can leave an unwanted greasy aftertaste. This is one dish where splurging on a top-notch bottle pays off. Garlic. Garlic is the shining star of Spaghetti Aglio e Olio. The key is to use fresh, plump garlic cloves, not pre-minced varieties that lack potency. When prepared correctly, garlic adds a warm, nutty aroma and a slightly sweet flavor, not the harsh bite that comes from overcooking. To prep, slice the cloves thinly rather than mincing them. This allows them to cook evenly and release their flavor into the olive oil without burning. Burnt garlic turns bitter and can ruin the dish, so keep an eye on it as it gently sizzles. Red pepper flakes. Red pepper flakes provide the dish with its characteristic kick of heat. The beauty of this ingredient lies in its versatility. Whether you prefer a mild warmth or a bold punch, you can adjust it to your taste. A pinch is usually enough for balance, but feel free to add more if you're a spice enthusiast. The heat not only wakes up the flavors of the olive oil and garlic, but also adds depth to the dish without overpowering it. For an extra layer of complexity, try toasting the flakes lightly before combining them with the oil. Fresh parsley. Parsley might seem like a garnish, but in this dish, it's so much more. Fresh flat-leaf parsley adds a burst of color, a hint of earthiness, and a refreshing contrast to the richness of the garlic and olive oil. Always opt for fresh parsley over dried. Dried parsley lacks the vibrancy this dish needs. Chop it finely and sprinkle it generously right before serving. Its lively green hue brightens the dish visually, while its subtle flavor ties everything together beautifully. Each ingredient in Spaghetti Aglio e Olio has a purpose. With just these pantry staples, you get a dish that's simple yet full of personality. That's all for part 1. You've got the basics down. But stay tuned for part 2, where we'll show you how to take this dish to the next level. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share and subscribe.